Okay, now let's start step 4, client configuration on Linux. Number 1, package installation. Before we start configuration of the client on Linux system, we have to check the package zoom install OpenVPN. And after that, number 2, OpenVPN client configuration. If we are successful to install this package, then we can find this directory usr share DLC OpenVPN sample config files. In this directory, we need to copy client.conf to etc openvpn/client.conf and have to open here. First one, device, tab 0 like this, and the protocol UDP. And the limit here, we have to write down the exact IP address of VPN server with port number like this. And after that, certification of the CA and client and the client key as well. So now client does not have this kind of key. So now the client need to copy this kind of file from the server using this kind of command. SCP root server here. And this one is a directory and the file name like this. And in the client system, etc OpenVPN. And after that, number 3, server start. Server start. Okay, number 3, the service start. And after that, using this command, OpenVPN -config client.conf. And after that, we need to check the device with IP address. And after that, we can test the connection with the VPN server using this command, VPN ping 10.8.01 like this. Okay, step 5, client configuration of Windows. Number 1, download the install package from this website, openvpn.net. Here, we need to copy this file, openvpn install. So if we are successful to install this one, normally the openvpn files we can find here. Program files, xfileu, openvpn config here. We need to copy this kind of keys from VPN server, CCLT, Windows CLT, window key. And number 3, in this directory, we can find this file, client file on Windows, client.ovpn like this. So here we have to check remote, the device, and the certification here, CA and Windows CLT and window key. And then number 4, checking the interface tab 0 using this command. And that we can click the tray. Okay, then let's start here. First one. Okay, this one is OpenVPN the server. So let's start OpenVPN config server.conf. And after that, here, so let's check tab and IP address. Okay, now let's go to the client system here. At first, checking VPN. So now we can find like this OpenVPN. And after that, usr share DLC. So here, sample config file. So here we can find client.conf like this. So this one. So here we need to copy etc open VPN here. Okay, now I have already. Okay, so now let's go. So let's open this one. Okay, the first one, number 16 here. This one will be the client, and the line number 23. So we will use the tab, and we don't use tune. So block using semicolon. Okay, and the protocol will be the UDP, line number 37, and the line number 42. Here we have to write down the IP address of the VPN server. So in my case, 192.168.85. Okay, and noban 61, line number 61, 62, username, and the group name will be the nobody. And okay, line number 88. So here we have to write the exact path of this certificate, etc. OpenVPN, and client certificate also, etc. OpenVPN, and the client key as well, etc. OpenVPN, like this. Okay, OpenVPN client dot key. And line number 117, here we have the black the configuration LZ auth. This button does not support this one. Okay, and after that, we need to copy the file from the server. In my case, server etc OpenVPN EG RSA 20 dot keys here CA CLT and dot. Okay, password. So in my case, the successful. So here I can check here. So CACLT, I already copied this one, client certificate and client key. So if you want to copy this file from the server, you can use this kind of command. So now let's test the client system here. First one, OpenVPN config client conf. Okay, now let's check the IP address. So here I can find this one, 10.8.02, like this. So here let's check the server connection, 10.8.01. Okay, now we are successful like this. So in this case, in the server, we can find this kind of the log file. So 8010 here and the client. So client is a connection now is successful. Okay, now let's start the step 5, the client configuration on Windows. So at first we need to download OpenVPN install. So in this case, I already download and install. So if we click this file, so here I can find this one. Before we start this one, first let's go to the C program files and OpenVPN. Okay, here config. So here now I can find client OpenVPN. Here, if I double click, I can open this one, or so here in the tray, edit config. So I open this file. Okay, so let's check the device. Client device will be tab, and the protocol UDP. Okay, so here remote 192.168.85 port number like this. Okay, and after that, no bound authentication. Okay, so this 9 CACLT cert certificate of the window and the key file like this. And okay, now so I found this the configuration file. So here, but in this directory now I don't have the certificate from the server. So now I will download. In my case, Okay, so but in the server file, okay, so in the server, so now I'm successful. So here, okay, in my case, easy. So 2.0 key. So here copy CLT, in my case VR FTP pub, CP window. Okay, VR FTP pub, CP window key, FTP pub. Okay, so now, so here I found the Windows CLT, window key, and CA CLT. So here, okay, disconnect, and after that, connect again. So here, pub. So now in the left, in the directory, now is config, the OpenVPN. So here, let's copy CLT, and after that, Windows CLT, and window key like this. Okay, because of this one is a permission. Okay, let's check the permission. I'm sorry, here var ftp path, because of this one, the permission. Okay, here let's 644 key. Okay, so now no key. Okay, so now CLT and Windows CLT, window key. Let's check in the directory. Okay, now CLT, Windows CLT, window key like this. So now here let's this one in the on the right side in the tray. So now here connect. So now here we can find this kind of message. Okay, then let's and here we can find this one. Client is not connected, and after that, let's check the IP address. Okay. So let's check 10 here, 10A03 like this. So here let's check the connection. Okay, now it's successful to the server, and the client with Linux client also I'm successful to connect like this. And almost in the tray. So now I can find here is the green color. Green color means already the connection is successful. So here let's check the show status. So here we can find this kind of the log file, the status, and one more thing. Okay, here view log. So we can find this kind of the log file. So now, okay, this one. Okay, here, limit port, limit the link, so 10.8.01 is server's, the VPN server's IP address. So here we can check the connection is successful like this. Okay, now step 4 and step 5 successful. So now let's go to the step 6. Step 6, adding internal networks. For example, here there is a VPN gateway with IP address 192.168.101, and this one is VPN client. It's a kind of especially the remote VPN client across the internet. And this one has IP address 192.168.102. But behind the gateway there is one more, the subnet address like this. So 192.168.56. So in this case, this remote VPN client want to connect here. This VPN client behind VPN gateway. In this case, in the server configuration file, we need to add this kind of line. Push route 192.168.56.255.250 and 192.168.100. This one will be the gateway for this network. And after that, restart the VPN server. Number 2, testing the client. In the client this system, so here we can use this kind of command route-n. So here the VPN client must see the network address of this client. Then this remote VPN client will access the client system behind gateway. Step 7, more configurations. Number 1, in step 4 and step 5, I show you the VPN connection using certification. But number 1 here, if we want to use the username authentication, in this case, in the server's file, we need to add this line. Plugin USI share OpenVPN plugin OpenVPN Earth PAM file and for the login system. And after that, the OpenVPN restart. In the client system, we need to add this line Earth user path like this. And after that, client also can start like this. So here, client, the OpenVPN client will request the ID and password. Number 2, using the management interface. In this case, in the server file, we can add this kind of line management localhost. This one 7505. This is a port number, and after that, OpenVPN restart. And if we access the OpenVPN using this port with the teleservice, localhost, then we can access of the VPN management. Number 3, pushing DHCP options to client. In the server file, if we want to add this kind of line, for example, like DHCP or the DNS here, 10.8.04 and 10.8.05 will be the DNS server for the client which want to connect the VPN server. Okay, then let's server. Okay. This one now the Windows. Now let's go to the VPN the server. Okay. First one, user authentication. So etc open. So let's server. So here now. So don't have the plugin. So let's add this line below. Where? Okay, here. Plug in my case now USR share and the OpenVPN plug in OpenVPN as PAM so, and after that login like this. So in my case, okay, line number 128. So here plugin USR share OpenVPN plugin library OpenVPN as PAM and the folder login service. So now, okay, and after that, in the client system, okay, now let's check the client file, vi client conf. So here, okay, let's check this line for the key and the certificate. And one more thing, let's add this line as user pass. And after that, config client conf. So in my case, username, tilde, password, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's check the IP address here. So here I can find the device name tab0 and IP address like this. Okay, then ping. So now I'm successful like this. And in the server system, okay, now here we can find this one 192.168.10 is the client IP address here. So here let's check ping. Okay, in the server to client connection is okay. Okay, then in the server one more server.conf. So the management system. Okay, here let's try to add more line. Okay, management. Okay, here. Management local host port number 7505. Okay, like this. Okay, one more thing. Open VPN config server.conf. So here let's check. Okay, one more thing. Telnet local host 7505. So now here we can find this kind of the prompt. So here help. So here I can find this kind of the command. So here maybe if we want to control in this prompt, we can use this kind of things. Okay, for example, version. So here we can find this kind of version number like this. Okay, so far I test the OpenVPN, the client configuration on Linux and Windows. Okay, so next video I'm planning to record this kind of topics as the short course like this. And the full course I'm planning to record and create this kind of video. Please continue to watch my videos on YouTube. Okay, thank you so much for watching my video so far, and God bless you. See you next video.